So what you're going to do, you're going to take everything off your desk except the packet that is in your folder. So you should have on your desk a writing utensil and the packet. You do not need your calculator, so I will give you some time to do that. Once you have everything off your desk, you can start on your do now. You're just going to have a little bit to just write about what you know about credit cards, because we're going to be going over credit. Yep, clear off the stuff. All right, you have about 30 seconds. Finish up. All right, I'm going to need eyes up here in 5, pencils down in 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Phil's pencils down, Jamal's pencils down, and Ashley's pencils down. All right, so what I just asked you is, what do you know about credit? Can anyone tell me what they know about credit cards? Jamal.
I know about people get paid with their credit cards without valid bills.
Yeah, so are you talking about, like, you don't need cash to pay for it? You basically have a credit card and then you swipe it and that is how you pay for your money? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel.
They're scams.
There's what?
They're scams. How?
They're say that word?
They're scams.
Oh, they're scams.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, found it, Daniel. We're gonna go over that. Ashley.
We pay something.
Well, you don't need to read that right now. Kyle, do you know anything?
I know if you use your credit card, it takes money and it does pay.
Yeah? All right. So this is great. I'm glad you guys know a little bit. It's okay if you don't. We're going to go over it. So I want you all to flip to this page, and I will zoom it out so that, and you should all be taking notes while I'm writing.
Credit card is a loan.
So, where is it? Ooh, I'm gonna move this up a little bit. Okay.
What's the amount?
So, there we go. A credit card is a loan. Jaron, what does a loan mean?
I can borrow money and pay it back.
Exactly. With a credit card, you are borrowing money. Okay? So a credit card is a promise to pay back the money you borrow. So it's a card that has a preset amount of money on it. So it's not coming out of your checking account, which we learned on Thursday and Friday. What it is, it's a card. And what's going to happen is it has a preset amount of money. So it has a certain amount of money on it. So it could be anywhere from like $500 to unlimited. There are some people that have no cap on their credit cards because they have a lot of money. So every time that you use your credit card, you have to pay that money back. All right? So when you get a credit card, there are a lot of hidden dangers to consider. So what Daniel said, that it's a scam, yeah, it's close to a scam because what it is these people are giving you money because they're going to take your money back. Even though you may think, oh, I'm going to spend like $100 on something. The problem is that $100 could turn into $200. Credit cards are really tricky. And I want you all to just really listen to me me when I say that most people that are in credit card debt, which means they owe way more money than they have, are between 18 and 25 years old because they don't know how to use a credit card, and so they're swimming in debt. They're literally covered in it, and it's really dangerous, and it's something that you guys really need to think about when I'm talking, because that's not going to happen to any of you guys because you are being educated on credit cards. So these are the hidden dangers. Yeah, Jared.
Which is a trusted credit card provider?
So they're all
Tell me what.
They're all trusted credit card providers. We'll talk about it, but they're all trusted, but the thing is, and we'll look out for it, there are things called interest rates that are going to be really high, and you need to make sure that when you're with a credit card company, you're looking for a very low interest rate. We'll go over it. Good question, Jared.
Thank you.
All right. So an annual fee is the money, this is a hidden danger, is the money you pay each year to have a credit card. So some cards have annual fees and others do not. So you could have a credit card and you could be paying $40 to use it a year, or you could be even paying like $200 a year to use it. Not all credit cards have annual fees, but this is something when you're applying for credit cards, if you apply for credit cards, you need to look out for. You don't want to be spending $40 extra just for having the credit card when there are free cards out there. An annual percentage rate is APR. That's the interest, which is what we were just talking, I was just kind of mentioning off of Jared. The interest you will pay each month on the unpaid balances in your account. Interest is a charge for using a credit card. So this will make more sense later when we actually look at a credit card statement. But an example of this is you could have an APR of 14.9%, okay? So that means that for the whole year, the credit card is going to tack on interest. So you could have a card where you put $1,000 over it, and if you have high interest, you can end up paying $2,000 in interest. You could buy something like, a PS4 and think, oh, I'm going to buy a PlayStation 4, it's $400, and that PlayStation 4 can end up being $600 because of all of the interest the credit cards tack on to your money. Yeah, Ashley.
How would it be to have a credit card?
You have to be, great question. Everyone hear Ashley's question? Yes? No? She asked, how old do you have to be to have a credit card? You have to be 18. And what's going to happen, and I'm going to tell you this, when you turn 18, you're going to have credit card companies constantly sending you letters to sign up for their credit card. So you need to be able to read these statements to know that's a credit card you want to get. Jamal.
Like, I'm really old enough to have a credit card, but I don't have one yet.
Great. That is great. Is it because you don't really know how to use it?
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet, exactly. Okay, so late payment. This is another hidden danger. A payment that is received after the due date of the bill. So fees for late payments can range from $30 to $80 or more. Late payments may also trigger an increase in the interest rate of your account. So what this is every month when you have a credit card, you're going to have a bill that is due. So they're going to say, your credit card bill is due July 15th. So if you forget that your payment is due July 15th and you say you pay it July 16th or July 17th, they will charge you $30 or more just for being late with the payment. All right, so that's why it's important when you have a credit card to know when it's due so that you're not owing more money than you have to. Credit cards can be very useful. We'll talk about how they're useful, but like Daniel said, credit card companies just want your money. This is why they're doing this, because they're in it to trick you to get as much money out of you as possible. And so late payments may also trigger an increase in your interest rate. If you start off with a 14.9% APR, which isn't that bad, if you're late with your payment, they can up that to 25% or more. So that means you're going to be paying a lot more in interest and a lot more towards the card if you forget to pay it off. Ashley.
How about if you have money on the card but you don't spend anything?
If you don't have money on the card and you don't spend anything, then you don't owe anything.
When you have money but you don't spend money?
You didn't spend any money from the card?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you don't owe anything. If you're not using the credit card and you didn't buy anything, then you're not going to owe anything. These are great questions. credit history damage. Has anyone heard of credit history? It's okay if you haven't. I didn't hear about this either. Daniel, what do you know about credit history?
Credit history is like what you use your credit card.
Say it.
Like credit history is like what your credit card.
So credit history is really important. And you're all going to have like a number that describes you. And if the credit companies, whenever you have like loans or credit cards or anything, they report to this company. It's either Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion. And you have a number that describes you. And you're either going to have very low credit or really great credit or somewhere in between. Jared.
All right, so in order to get great credit, you have to pay your bills on time, right?
You have to pay your bills on time.
Bingo.
Yeah, you have to pay, but that's not only it.
Oh.
All right? That's part of it. You have to have good credit. So you have to pay your bills. So basically, it's important to have good credit history because if you ever want to get a car, if you ever want to rent an apartment, or if you ever want to buy a house, you need to have good credit history. If the bank like checks out your credit history and sees that you have a really bad credit history and you have a history of not paying your bills on time, paying too little of your bills, you're not going to be able to do anything. All right? It's really important. Ashley.
How do you know if you have good credit or bad credit?
There is a website that you can check for that, and I can tell you about it. Sometimes it's usually free. If you want to do it monthly, it costs a certain amount, but I would actually recommend doing that. It's important to know what your credit is. I do. I subscribe to a website like that. So credit history damage. You do not pay off your credit card, are late with a payment, or do not pay off enough each month, you can ruin your credit rating. A credit rating follows you for your life. So if you mess up with your credit card, this follows you for your life. It can impact your ability to buy or rent a car, rent an apartment, or buy a house, or any of these things that you need to have good credit history. So, Jaron mentioned one of them. To be a responsible cardholder, you must, Jaron, what did you say?
Not good credit.
Well, to have good credit, what do you have to do? What was that thing you said?
What? Here.
Does anyone remember what Jaron said, one of the things?
Yeah, help me.
Police. Yeah, pay bills on time.
Oh, yeah, that.
On time. And the other thing that you need to do, Philip.
To use it. To use the credit card.
To use it in what way? I like that you're thinking about this.
This is like responsible.
Yeah, so this is all to be a responsible cardholder. So, to be a responsible cardholder, you must pay bills on time and you must pay more than the minimum balance. Ashley.
I'll be responsible.
What?
Be responsible.
Yeah, be responsible. This is how you are a responsible cardholder, is by doing these things. And one of the things that you're going to see is you're going to have a minimum payment. So you can owe $200 on your credit card, and they're going to say, oh, you only owe $35 this month. And that's how they get you. Because when you only pay $35, the interest tax on. You know, you could be paying $35 a month, but be charged $35 in interest. So it's not even like you're paying anything. So you need to make sure that you're paying more than the minimum balance. All right. So I want you all to look at this. This is an example of a credit card terms and agreement. So this is what, when you have a credit card, this is what you need to look for. So this card has an APR of 19.8%. That's pretty high. A penalty APR is 29.4%. That means that when you are late with a payment, you're going to be paying 29.4%. Let's see what other things to look out for. This has an annual fee of $39. And it has a late payment fee of up to $35. So these are all things. So I'm going to show you a video right now. What?
Laptop.
I know, I'm mixing it up for you guys.
Dang.
I promise, Sharon, I appreciate you looking out for Sharon.
They look a lot better.
Thank you.
This app when you
Mhm.
Has to be that.
Okay, so if you look on this page, this is going to be what the video is. This is what it's going to talk about if you want to look at this. So this is a person talking about their credit card. Nope.
Might want you on one of the lights to see if that.
Oh,
Thank
that
you.
gosh.
All right, so I want you to think about what he's saying because we're going to talk about it, okay? All right. So you have to make sure that you're being quiet because I don't have any speakers. Is everyone ready? I should be on the board. Jared and Daniel, I'm on the board.
Can't hear him.